Jaret Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit JaretGoesToTheMovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick. And this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
What?
Nothing.
What, Carol? What did you know was going to happen?
It started already. Look at you. You're going to sit around the house all week doing nothing, get bored out of your mind, and go back to work in worse shape than you are now.
No, I'm not.
Oh, please, let's pack up the car and go to the lake. Just get away from here and rest. You should see yourself. You were up at the crack of dawn watching a dog poop.
You call going up to the lake resting. It is 4 hours of driving on the tollway in holiday traffic to sit in some dank, wet cabin and wait for that neighbor with the enormous head to get drunk and fall down the stairs.
He's a hydrocephalic, and I don't think that you should make
Honey,
fun.
that's not my idea of restful, all right? This is restful. Hanging around the house, just being lazy, and that's what I want to do. I just want to hang around, be lazy, listen to the ball game and, drink a couple hundred beers and maybe smoke an occasional cigar outside.
Well, first of all, I gotta say, I totally agree with him. I mean, I think 4 hours on the fucking... I think a lot of times it's like we build up this vacation and then we've got to do all this travel. And we've either got kids or in-laws or parents or some shit to fucking get through security line at the airport or make sure they,
take your shoes off.
Take a piss before we get on the fucking train or whatever, I mean, like, I agree. Like, sometimes you just want to sit and chill, We call that a staycation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where I come from.
Those are my favorite kind of...
I call that fucking boring.
So I did
that today.
My name is Jaret. And this is a podcast. It's called Jaret Goes to the Movies. And, man, where we are right now in the past, it's St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
And we're having an awesome time. Casey made us some green beers.
Green beers.
It's almost gone.
And she's stealth as shit stealing the beers, by the way.
I did not steal them from a store.
No, you stole them from the refrigerator. Did you even make your champagne green?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
Oh my goodness.
That's awesome.
That's unbelievable.
Your doll, they can't see the glass in the doll's hand.
Oh, that's true.
No, that's true.
With me, as always, is Richard Kubert Coleman.
I like an occasional cigar also.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. So I went on my birthday. I think you guys remember me talking about this. I went and I played golf with Gary and a new friend named Derek or Darren.
It's both.
One or the other of those. And
Daryl?
And Daryl. That's what it was. It was definitely Daryl. And
or was it Brian?
And my father-in-law.
Oh, shit.
And so Daryl was smoking a cigar like from hole one. And then just all of a sudden Gary just fucking starts smoking a cigar. And it's almost like when you're, how like when you see like an older brother or some shit, like your cousin or something, like all of a sudden he's fucking having a beer and you're just like, well, that's fucking crazy. How? And so I'm like,
I want
so
one.
Gary, you having a stogie?
So do you guys puff cigars or do you like?
I don't
do you
fucking put it in my mouth.
Do you put it all the way down your throat? Oh,
I do not put the fucking thing
What
in
does
my
that
mouth.
mean?
I don't know.
I was always
You cut them open and then you empty all the insides out. And then you take a little plastic baggie.
Yeah, exactly. That's so fucking. That's really funny because I've been in a bunch of studios where that is something that is just provided.
I don't get it.
I don't either. But what's the thing with dudes that like older guys who have just cigars and they just hold it in their mouth and it's just all wet and
I think
gross.
those are called real men. That's not the guy you fuck with.
Well, I don't know. Most of the time they're like super fucking fat, like fatter than me. and like old and shit.
And
like,
short.
different guy.
And really short.
Yeah, really short, like cowboy hat. You know who I'm talking
I
about.
actually worked at a hookah bar that was owned by that exact description, like that same guy.
Holy shit.
Same
What
cigar.
was he doing owning that? Like,
Total drug front, 100%.
oh, yeah.
I'm an Army brat, so every guy that you're describing has been like a sergeant.
Oh.
You don't fuck with sergeants.
Right. Yeah. Well, they're,
You
know.
can.
Yeah, you can't. I mean,
They
you
make
know.
babies too.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, it's frowned upon. I mean, it's not the fucking Cub Scouts. My lovely wife is here. Hi,
Hello.
Casey.
Ooh, it's a lady.
She, coming off the latest, man. We've had a good
so
week.
funny.
We've had a good week around here.
Seems to
right?
be your query.
So I'll admit something that I think if I watched that movie again, I would think it was way funny.
Of course you would.
Because that's the thing is like that. Even when I started to listen to it back, I'm like, okay, the clips are way funnier this time. I think I needed that. But I think, man, those Saturday Night Live movies are just like that. Like Wayne's World wasn't near as funny the first time as it was the
I've
second
only seen
and
it
third.
like once or twice. I didn't think it was that funny.
Oh my God. See, but that's just the thing is like, if you were to watch it again, it's just like the whole deal
Yeah.
with the whole scene with, where they go back and who is it? Ronnie James Dio or who's backstage and he starts to do all the trivia
remember.
and shit. It's not Ronnie
Oh,
James Dio.
Ace, Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, Will is here, ladies and gentlemen. The
Hey.
golden boy, the king of Sting, Kitty Corner Will is here.
Hello.
Oh, wait. No.
I'm going to fucking get him some intro music. You guys are going to be so jealous. I can pretty much already
I have
tell
exit music.
you guys that, yes, you do. That's right. You do.
You don't even have that.
Very true. You know what? You're right. Coming up soon in our store, we will have a shirt that has all of us on it.
Oh,
We
are you pulling the
finally
trigger?
fucking did it. We finally
okay,
did it.
good.
Is it Doll Casey or Cartoon Casey?
It's Cartoon Casey. Cartoon. But to be honest, we're all cartoons, but you just look like you, Will, and it is fucking...
You look amazing.
It is-
Have you not seen it?
No.
It's
oh
unbelievable.
my God, you
Can I show
look
him?
amazing.
So that's going to be up in the store
You
soon.
actually look a little cooler than in real
Go
life.
to
Can I
Jaret
show him
goes
or
down
is
to
it
the
a
That
surprise?
seems really easy to do.
you can do whatever.
You're not going to tell the whole saga about me?
I think I'll wait till I launch it.
all right.
I think I'll wait till I launch it because I think it might be fun to put up all the different images and show sort of how we got there.
Okay.
I think it
Fair
might be
enough.
fun, and you can comment on each one.
All right.
And then you could put up your little one that you had created that like looks like somebody fucking did a topographic map of your fucking face. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's just like you're in the booth at Chuck E. Cheese and it just fucking drew you with pencil,
Right,
and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
here's
No,
what
it was a real.
here's what my caricature looked like.
That wasn't a caricature. That was just a illustration of my real face.
right. Totally get it. Yeah.
I know what. A
But you're locked in fucking Bitmoji land, man. You want like everything to
No, I
fucking
don't.
look like.
Well, anyway, let's. All
We'll
right.
talk about it later.
Okay.
All right. So that's going to be in there soon. And we're going to revitalizing. Is that a thing?
Sure.
Our website and our Facebook. And I think the best news that we have is you and I have to write a song together.
Oh yeah.
And I think people are stoked.
We have
about
some
that.
cool ideas about it.
Yeah. So we finally got up to our monthly nut that makes us have to write a song together.
Right.
I'm not stoked about it. I'm Grammy nominated. Rich isn't.
That's right.
But that's okay. We're going to get through it. We're going to make it happen, and it's going to be good. I mean, it's St. Patrick's Day. It's I'm freaking. It's a week past my birthday, so like that's all faded now. And today I went to Chuck E. Cheese,
Sweet.
and
That's not true. We pick up a birthday present this weekend, and then we go on your birthday trip next weekend.
Seems like your birthday's still happening.
that is true. It is still happening. Well, I did. She did buy me a trip for my birthday. We're going down to San Antonio to see a comedian that we both really, really love.
Nice.
And it's going to be fun. And you've never been to like the Riverwalk and stuff, right?
Not since I was like on a field trip in
so,
9.
So we're going to go do that.
It's basically a bunch of walking.
Yeah, but like, is it boozy walking or?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I guess it could be, yeah.
Yeah,
I was with
boozy
my
walking.
daughter, so.
It's like boozy watching. It's like, and then like here's a TGI Fridays and an Outback, and
So it's our life here.
Yeah, it's basically our life here, but not in a car.
And
Okay.
walking.
Yeah, and walking.
Yeah.
Rich, what's going on with you, dude? Anything exciting? You first of all, you look great. You fucking have committed to
Yeah, I've committed.
this eating better and exercising, and you're killing it. You know,
I feel a lot better.
yeah. Are you sleeping better? Are you like waking up?
I've never had a
No?
problem sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have to pee sometimes, so I get up and do that.
Right. In the
Does
middle of
that
the
count?
night. Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually when I have beers or lots of water prior to
I
going
get
to
that.
bed.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't think it's a
That's
prostate
how peeing
thing.
goes.
Yeah.
We can check that later.
Sometimes you just pee.
We have gloves.
We do. It's very true. Well, you're looking great. Will, you're fucking looking great as well.
Thanks,
Have you
man.
bounced back from your vacation and insane week at work?
Yeah, and then after that, there was a big bachelor party.
Okay.
Oh my God! I totally forgot about the bachelor party.
I want to hear about this.
I wondered if we might get to hear about this. So just a little, let's backtrack just a smidge.
Holy shit!
The bachelor party happened on a night where we had a prior commitment.
For John, the bass player.
John, the bass player,
Well, John the bass player's bachelor party
Right.
former cast member.
happened on a night where we had a prior commitment and couldn't do it.
We, as in you and Casey.
Me and Casey.
Yeah, always. Like one.
Right.
Yeah, we're one person. So we missed so many things that night.
Yeah, he stays home whenever I'm period crampy, you know?
No, that's true. Yeah. Well, we get my hormones get all fucked up when she's.
We just cry.
It's a thing. Just together.
You're in sync.
Just
Got it.
cried. Fucking.
Jesus.
I don't even know if they make bonbons anymore. We make them ourselves. All right. So you guys went to John the bass player's birthday party. Now Rich made this thing happen, and he
Right.
did it like he does everything else in an organized fashion. He had us all
Right.
vote on a website as to which day we
What's
all
better.
want to go or whatever.
I almost just got offended. I'm like, why wasn't I on there? Because it was
No.
a bachelor
Yeah.
party.
Well, no, there were
There
girls
were
on
girls.
there.
There were two
Seriously.
girls there.
Yeah, there were girls, and so a few of the girls couldn't make it. Some of them could. So how'd
The
it
guys
how'd it go?
couldn't
Now
make it. The
so
girls all made
who
it.
was there? Some people that we know.
John
Nine
the bass player, Nine Toe
Karate Courtney.
Kid, yeah, Courtney. So and then John and then a few other people were there, but
And me.
and Will. But yeah, I thought that was a given. But the first thing that happened was I ordered a life-sized
Cardboard
cutout of his fiance.
Did you keep that? Because you're creepy.
No, he kept it. He went home and humped it.
It was the star of the night.
Yeah, and then it said like it had a little thought bubble, but it was like a speaking bubble off the side of her head, and it said, "Sorry, ladies, he's taken." And I made him carry it around from bar to bar. So we went to like 4 or 5 different bars.
That's hilarious.
And he had to
So
carry
it
that
was
around.
a bachelorette party, but just with dudes.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, totally get it. Yeah,
Correct.
understood.
Will
Right.
you throw me a bachelorette party? I didn't get one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. Dudes usually don't
Well,
do
we
that.
weren't allowed to go to strip clubs or anything.
We weren't allowed. He didn't want to.
No,
I mean,
we weren't allowed.
Oh, okay.
We got in trouble for going to
I
a
don't know.
restaurant.
I feel like this. Okay, well that's stupid, but I do feel like that there's sort of an age that you get to because Linus just got married and he was 43 when he got married and when we did the bachelor party he was like, man, I don't really want to do the whole strip club thing, and I get it, man. I mean, like That's what
I said too.
I've been to all of them.
That's what I said too. So we went to a UFC fight for mine, and then we went to a couple of bars, and then all of the guys that were married said, "Rich, we all want to go to a fucking strip club. Quit ruining this for us."
Right.
And I was like, "Fuck it, let's go to it." And I was hammered by this. I
Right.
was like, "Let's go to the strip club."
Right.
I don't even know where we went to a strip. I just know we were in one.
Right.
I know one guy that was married got a blowjob from a stripper. To be not named, but
What, the
You don't
stripper?
want to just
I
drop
don't-
his name out here right now?
I don't talk to
Was
him
her name
anyway.
Candy?
Yeah, her
Candy?
name
I don't talk
Lexus.
to him anymore. But
Oh, her name?
no,
is-
it got crazy.
Corvera.
And I do. This is my shtick at every strip club. No, I'm taken. No, leave me alone.
Yeah,
I'm
but
taken.
that gets them to be super aggressive. They
Exactly.
They will pee on you like you have
That's
never.
his point.
It works every
Oh,
time
I
they
see what
shove
you're
my
saying.
head in their
Yeah,
boobs
but you
and
want
everything.
that. I don't like when they pee on me. I want them to stay away from
I
me.
just don't want to be the creepy guy.
Jarrett won't even let me pee on him.
Yeah, well, that's not true. You,
Okay, that's
you
not
basically peed on me. I'm wearing a ring, but but I mean, yeah, that's just it. They fucking just come up and then they fucking pee on you, and then they'll pull the thing. Well, I don't really, I mean, I just want to sit here and hang out.
Do
And
they
then
really
it's like,
pee on you?
do you want to what? No, it means they're marking their territory. So then once they come over, then you're like marked with that, so nobody else can come up to you. Then what if a
Right.
fucking
The hot
45-year-old
It's
hairy
always-
chick gets up
it's
there? And you
always
like
the
want her to
ugly
put
one.
that in your face. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Like you don't know what to do.
Are you talking about like the fully nude ones? That's weird.
What?
I don't know
much
where we
vagina.
were. I don't
It's
remember.
definitely not weird. I mean,
I've
I don't know. Anytime some girl is badly dancing on a really dirty pole and taking off fucking clothes, it's fucking weird.
I've never.
Yeah,
been,
but it's weirder when their vaginas are out.
Are you stripper shaming right now? That's just
No, I'm
seems-
not stripper shaming.
Are
I'm
you
a-
occupation shaming?
Listen to me. I'm a fan, and I've put in my dollars.
You paid your dues.
I've paid my dues,
I'm
but
just glad you said dollars.
I'm
Jesus
kind of
Christ.
over it. I'm kind of over it.
Jaret's opening a bid.
literally never been to a strip club
Are you being serious?
or seen a strip
Well,
club.
we're
We
gonna change
gotta
that.
fucking go to a strip
We gotta
club.
change that.
I
Jesus
changed my
Christ.
mind. I'm not fucking over it. We got to get Will to a strip club. Well, let's get it. And we have the perfect friend group to go with, too.
They're all lesbians.
Oh, my God. It will be so much fun.
Because they'll get all of the good-looking
Dude,
chicks
it's
over there.
All of them. No, you get all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the gals that we brought, she was grabbing all the girls' boobs.
Oh yeah, there was
I wanna hear
woman
about
on
Will
woman
at
making
the-
out.
Okay,
At
so
the
are there
party.
any highlights you can get into?
The highlight is Will says, "I'll drive you home if you get too drunk. I'm gonna go light tonight."
Yeah.
3 or 4 shots later,
Yeah.
Which is making me super
I was
happy.
fine. I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah.
he's not a pussy.
He's not a fucking pussy.
But
Well, the fucking last round of shots, and we're like telling the bartender.
Now, let's tell the audience, you're not a big drinker.
no.
Well, I mean,
Will doesn't really drink a
Not
lot.
that you won't have drinks, but you're
Yeah.
not like a.
You don't. I
You're
mean,
not like a
professional
me and-
drinker.
like a us drinker.
it's not my thing.
you have like a couple of beers during the
not my thing.
podcast
Like
because
you
that's
don't
what
have
we
an
do.
embarrassing
Like,
Fight Club episode.
This is alcoholic grape soda.
Right.
Yes, which is tasty. I've had
It's
that.
good. Yeah.
It's delicious. All right, go ahead though. You guys had some shots.
Shots. There were women making out. There were women grabbing other women's boobs that were not in our party.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
We had that last conversation with Jess about the finger up the butt. Oh my god, that was hilarious! I kept going.
Are you talking about inside
The
jokes on
audio
the podcast?
podcasts aren't gonna be able to appreciate this, but for like 20 minutes straight, we were trying to talk her into going home and giving her husband a blowjob. Like wake him up with a blowjob.
And
So-
sticking her finger up his butt.
And I threw that in there, and I go,
Yeah.
yeah, just stick your finger up his butt
Yeah.
too while you're at it.
You got to show him like
And then
which
she,
direction to bend
freaked
it
out
to, though.
because apparently she had never done that, and she was
Yeah.
like, "What? Do you guys like that?" And I go, "Fuck no, we don't like that. That's the worst thing you could ever do to a man."
Oh, it,
We did that
So
for
what-
like 20 minutes. Will back and forth.
audio wise, he's like wide eyes, like nodding, like
Yeah, like-
yeah. Because I mean, you know,
I feel like the wake him up with a blowjob thing like sounds nice, but like I feel like in reality, like it's just a good way to get like
Now,
a
see,
fart
that's
to the face in the middle of the night.
That's where
Yeah.
you'd be wrong.
That is wrong. That is the most amazing thing ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I want to be woken up every night.
Every.
Yes.
Right. Well, we're on to something. We have a new Kickstarter. It's called the Blowjob Alarm Clock, and it
That would
wakes
be-
you
There has to be a device
with an
like
amazing BJ
that at a
every
certain
single
time.
night. Yeah, and
You
then
can
it
get, you can get the finger attachment.
and then it cleans your house.
Jared
yeah.
doesn't even want me to say hi to him after I've been out drinking.
Because that's probably because you've been smoking.
Well, that's totally true.
Definitely part of it. Well, hold on. Now, if I could just say this. I mean, if you've been out drinking and I've been out drinking, it's two different things. I just think
Well,
like if
clearly the husband was at home sleeping. That was my point.
Yeah, I mean, but it's usually like on like a day where I have something else going on, or like I mean, I don't know. I mean, like
See how this is going? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see you're all on my side?
You also have to understand. I mean, like, okay, fuck, you're right. Yeah, I can't fucking stand it. I really just want her to let me sleep.
See?
I really do. And it has nothing to do, like, and if the morning comes
What
around.
about a morning blowjob? Wake you up in the
Perfectly
morning.
fine.
Okay.
Perfectly fine.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll settle for that. And I told her to do that too. She didn't do that either.
Yeah, nothing to help out your morning breath like a penis.
And she,
I don't do that in the morning.
things
plus,
being
I
equal.
to be
I
fair.
freaking gag myself with my toothbrush.
Exactly.
In the morning.
I was about to say, to be fair, I can't even fucking brush my teeth the morning
No.
after. I would not put a penis in my fucking mouth. Like, it's like,
Would you put a penis in your mouth at a different time of the day?
Yes.
I have before. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
No, I haven't really. Just nuts. Okay, guys, here we go. We're talking about the Burbs. We have a new supporter, by the way. We have a Patreon site if you want to help us keep this podcast going. We're getting into video now, which I think people are going to be fucking stoked about because a lot goes on in here while we're trying to do this. So We have 4 more episodes to figure this out. By episode 75, hopefully we're going to be live each time we do this. We have a brand new supporter. His name is Stephen Reese. Thank you, Stephen. And we have our executive producers who all are a big part of our show, get to chime in from time to time. And you will actually hear from the first one I'm going to name, David Murray, later on in the program. Also, Ashley C. is an executive producer. Sheila Ray Wonder, who I'm hoping had a great day today. Wendy Croft, David Dooley, Diane Small, Big Chris Whitehead, Lucy Murray, who was on the podcast last week, Right On James, who I owe 2 emails, Eddie Weiss, who just had a new grandbaby. Let's give it up for Eddie Weiss, new grandbaby. Awesome. ColonBlowBand.com musical contributor, Lisa Wenzel, Go Steelers, Sean Umbeck, Joel Robinson, Nigel Watson, Greg Pascal, Chris Holt, and Terry McCullough. Thank you guys so very much for all your support.
I just want to say to Ashley C. that I love you and thinking about you.
Okay, so obviously some stuff going on there or
That's
something,
it.
or is that it? Or
That's it.
Well, we all love her, and we're all thinking about her. So there you go. I'm going to see a lot of these people on tour soon. Bowling for Soup on tour in America. Go check that out, bowlingforsoup.com. And then I did just announce my solo UK tour that will happen in September, and I'm super, super stoked about it. I'm going to announce support soon as well. And we do still have Slam Dunk Festival coming up in the UK, and Rich is going to be there.
I am.
Which is crazy.
It's going to be fucking nuts.
Are
Yeah,
you going early or staying late?
I don't know. Are you? Why are you?
No.
Okay. No.
No, we're going there, and then we're coming
No,
home.
I'm going
Okay.
on a vacation with Rich.
That's right.
That's totally fine. Go ahead.
Look at you two.
I was gonna. There's been a lot of people asking about the Heartache and Hilarity in the U.S. If you're gonna
Right.
do more, are you planning on it? Are you working on it? Are
Definitely.
you trying? Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So
everyone, fucking calm down. Man. Jesus.
No,
Christ.
I mean, like for me, really, it's. Bowling for Soup is keeping me super busy through the spring and
Right.
the summer, and that was a good window for me. And then BFS has more stuff through October, and then into Christmas, and then as we get into next year, even. I mean, it's BFS is my main concern, and I'm going to work around that.
And I'm not sad because I like Yoko Ono'd my way into all this shit somehow.
Noise.
That's true. But I'm so stoked about everything that's going on. I mean, musically, everything is just awesome. It's like BFS is touring and doing great, and this solo thing is being so well received. And we're talking about doing more Jarina stuff soon. And me and Kelly Dolly Rott will start working on our record. Actually, we have actual dates now where we will be in the studio, which is in June. So you can look forward to that. And so just a bunch of stuff. And, me and you have to write a song for Jaret Goes to the Movies. So we've got that going.
Is this
for
like a Dave Murray kind of situation?
where I drag it out for 2 years.
And
I don't know. We'll see
We
what
become really good friends.
No,
Finally.
we're gonna make it work. And I believe that that Will make his vocal debut
Oh.
on that as well. It'll be awesome. All right, guys, we're talking about The Burbs. It's a movie from 1989. An overstressed suburbanite and his fellow neighbors are convinced that the new family on the block are part of a murderous. I thought it was saying mysterious.
Right.
Murderous cult. All right. So, I think I've been there before. In my old neighborhood, we had a guy that everybody called Dr. Evil, and he would come in only in the dark, and he only wore horse riding pants and
Was
shit.
he short?
No, but anyway,
Was
nobody.
he cute?
I fucking never really
Was he
saw the guy.
adorable?
Yeah, I don't know what's
Adorkable.
happening right now.
He was adorkable.
Anyway, so let's go to Rich. I assume you have an alternate synopsis.
Of course I do.
I've got to get a theme song for this. Here we go.
All right, The Burbs, 1989. As the only sane person on this seemingly normal suburban block, Carrie Fisher shines in her last film before she can no longer fit into her gold bikini.
Oh shit!
Rich's body shaming.
Oh my god!
Did she not do some other things after this?
I thought that was a good one. That took a turn.
She did tons of shit after this.
I know. I'm just
When Harry Met Sally.
Harry Met Sally.
No.
She probably couldn't fit in.
I don't want to
in
jump
that one.
ahead, but is she on your scale this week?
Oh no!
Oh my god! Is she?
I
Who
didn't
is?
do one this week.
You have to have.
No, I didn't.
You didn't do the one girl?
No, I didn't.
All right. Well, this movie does star Tom Hanks in one of his last funny movies ever.
What about Philadelphia?
Oh,
Dude,
man.
you're right. You're right. I didn't get the comedy aspect of that.
Denzel,
I mean, Tom Hanks came up as the star of a sitcom called Bosom Buddies. And then we had Big and we had just, hilarity. And this movie.
I didn't see Hilarity.
What do you mean?
Was that a movie of his?
We are
Rich
off
is
our
being a
game
real
tonight.
dick right now.
Jesus
These are the
Christ.
worst jokes ever. Can we start over?
Richest deal.
So I'm going to actually skip past this because I think we'll talk about it in a bit. But fucking Bruce Dern is so fucking funny in this movie. Every single thing he says is hilarious. And he's the father of Laura Dern,
Holy
the actress.
shit.
A lot of people don't realize
Did that just blow your mind?
No, I knew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that true? Is that one of your weird facts? that
No,
you make up?
it's in there.
Okay.
Carrie Fisher is also in this movie, as Rich said earlier.
So eloquently.
She does a fantastic job. Rick Duckerman, who plays Art, so fucking funny in this one. He's got some lines that live forever in infamy. And he was also in Groundhog Day, which we've done before. And he was in Blank Check. Now, Blank Check stars...
That was the best.
Bruce Willis.
Well,
Somebody you know.
No, Blank Check stars Brian, who was Andy on Family Ties.
Right.
And he will be on tour with me soon because he is the guitar player for the Ataris.
Oh,
so
that's
we
right.
are. I think maybe we might get to talk to him a little bit about some movies and stuff.
We
He's
should
pretty
do Blank
open.
Check because I've got a lot of things to work out with that movie.
He's pretty
$1 million
open about stuff.
isn't that much.
Yeah, totally. Now, Corey Feldman is in this movie. I think this is maybe my favorite Corey Feldman movie.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Wait. Your favorite Corey Feldman
him.
performance or your favorite Corey Feldman movie?
Yeah, him.
Okay.
Basically, his performance. Because I obviously love Stand By Me. I think he's ridiculous in Lost Boys. Like, talking in this voice that you think that he does is fucking terrible.
Because that's his best movie.
What, Lost Boys?
I'm saying that's
Oh, God.
the best movie that he is in.
That's-
Stand By Me?
Yeah,
Stand By Me is definitely
No,
the
I didn't
best
really
movie
like
he's
Stand
in.
By Me.
Oh my God.
I thought we established this
Jesus Christ.
already. Lost Boys is fucking gold.
Oh my
Oh, my
God.
God.
Michael.
Wendy Shaw
That's the
is
worst.
also in this. She is quite the looker here, and she now is a voice on American Dad and just
Yeah, she
collecting.
does voice stuff.
Wait, which
Yeah.
one's she?
Crazy.
She is the wife of
Your mom?
of Bruce Dern. What? She's my mom. Yeah, she's exactly my mom in this movie. 100%.
Oh, my gosh.
That is how my mom used to work in the yard. And
Tiny shorts.
yeah, and well, no, bikinis and
bikini.
shit, and
Oh,
like
right.
in a hat. And my friends would want to come over or whatever, and was like, "Hey, should we go in the backyard and say hello to your mom?" Or whatever. I'm like, "Why?" Like
His mom's still hotter than me. Like, she'll, like, bring me, like, clothes and be like, I got these for you. They're super cute for, like, when you lose a few.
Oh, God damn it!
And they're, like, her old clothes.
Roadhouse.
So, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but this is the first time I've seen this movie.
Okay,
I thought I had seen it, never saw it.
right?
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah,
Like nothing. Nothing looked familiar. I didn't, the whole thing. But as soon as they were like walking around on the street I'm like, I know this fucking street.
yeah,
This is Desperate Housewives.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Now-
it was like plain as day.
Is
That's
it though?
Yes.
Is
Yes,
it the same?
it's
So
the same
I
exact
thought.
street.
So I thought the
Really?
same thing, and I was going to make that
Yeah.
comparison. Apparently this set just exists,
Right.
Yep.
and that's what they
Actually,
do.
the house that Corey Feldman's painting, his house, that's the Munster house.
Oh, wow.
That's
What?
that's the reason why they never really show it, because they're like, they didn't want to take everyone out of the movie. Like, that's a fucking Munster house.
Oh, wow. That's hilarious.
Interesting. Yeah, you definitely saw the Desperate Housewives thing. Right
Did y'all
off.
watch that?
Yes.
I saw
Religiously.
every single episode.
Me too.
Desperate Housewives.
All the way to the end.
So good.
Beginning to end. As soon as it
End was
started.
a little weird.
Yeah. It got super weird at the end.
No, I didn't.
So you know the little dog?
Yeah.
That is the same dog that's in Silence of the Lambs.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I saw
going
that too.
on?
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
That dog's a bigger star than half the fucking cast.
That's true.
Jesus Christ, it's amazing.
Speaking of dogs, our dog lost her shit during this whole movie.
Which one?
Oh my God, yeah.
Why?
So I do have some video of it. I'll try to put it out there. But the angle was a little fucked up. But we were sitting in, so Milo and Allie went to bed with Jack. And so we were just sitting there with Hazel. So I'm laying on Hazel and Casey's laying on me and we're watching. And just, if you think about it, there's so many dogs barking. And for some reason, even the soundtrack, she would be laying down and she would just like up and to attention and just look at the TV and just be like completely focused or whatever. And a couple of big barks, at some of these dogs and stuff too. So anyway, she enjoyed it. She just couldn't rest.
The whole movie. She stared and watched the whole movie.
And she's never done that before.
And she's a dog.
A lot of people
She fucking loved it.
Interesting.
Don't do that. Just because you hated the movie, don't fucking do that every time.
I didn't do anything, and how do you know I hated the movie?
Don't do that every time you fucking...
It lulled. You looked at me.
Yeah, then it's time.
That's okay.
Yeah, I just put him in the cool basement, covered him up with a sheet, and went back to making ice cream treats for the townsfolk.
Got in trouble.
Only thing, Skip didn't count on there being a big heat wave that summer. You know what that was that all those people were smelling over on Elm, Ricky? What? Skip's family's bodies decomposing in the summer heat. Yeah, apparently one day Skip just made one too many lemon phosphates. El Snapo.
I remember that. I remember hearing about that when I was a kid. They tore down the soda fountain that fall.
You know, these towns are full of those kind of stories. Sometimes they're happening right under your nose.
You know, speaking of noses, ever since his family has moved to this block, I've been noticing a weird kind of odor. Kind of like death.
Have you ever lived in a neighborhood that had like a murder mystery that happened?
My town growing up, which my town wasn't little, so it wasn't like this, but a guy literally chased his wife into the street and cut her head off with a chainsaw.
What? Are you kidding me?
This really happened?
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the street?
Then he fled the state and they caught him, though.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Have an exit plan, dude.
This wasn't even that long ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a question about cutting someone's head off with a chainsaw.
Yeah, go.
Is it that easy?
Yeah, I mean...
I think he cut at her head with a chainsaw.
Once you start...
I don't think you need to actually cut the entire head off. I think they die.
They drop, right?
They pretty much die.
Before the head can come off, they drop.
Yeah, I don't
And then
know.
you can finish it.
Then you finish it on the street. Yeah. Okay,
well,
I understand.
I mean, actually, don't...
And there were 3 kids in the house when it happened.
Don't the muscles and everything stay... I don't think so. No. I don't think it just drops.
Yeah, I think it would drop. You're talking about rigor mortis. That happens after a while.
No. I'm not talking about that, but it's like it takes a minute for the head to tell everybody that they're dead.
If you gash in the neck area...
Sorry.
If you gash in the neck area, all the blood just drops out of your brain and your entire body just goes limp.
Right.
That's absolutely...
I mean, it happens every time I do it.
Yeah. But if he's... Let's say he's swinging the chainsaw at her neck. It's coming off.
But it wouldn't slice through it.
I'm almost positive it would.
Yeah?
I think it would.
Yeah.
It's not like a samurai sword.
It's worse because it's got little moving samurai swords on the end of it.
I don't know if that means the whole head's off, but it said decapitated.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, I think he
that's
cut it
like
off.
all or most.
I think he swung it at her.
So, I mean, aside from the technical aspect, that's terrifyingly horrible.
Yeah.
See, this is what the chat room is for. Let's have someone look that up on Google.
Try to find out where Casey grew up.
Never seen that. I've never seen anybody drive their garbage down to the street and bang the hell out of it with a stick. I've never seen that.
I say we go over and get a look at those garbage cans.
Well, call me overly cautious, but don't you think that's going to be a bit suspicious? The 3 of us going through the garbage at 11 o'clock at night in the middle of a rainstorm?
Affirmative. That garbage is going nowhere. I say we wait till first light. Soap me. I'm out of here.
Why did he drive it up there?
Yeah.
Then we never answered that question. Why did he drive the garbage up in the car?
Maybe he's lazy.
I think the whole thing was that it was put in there. It was put into the car, and then you just
think
drive.
it actually was a body, and they actually did take it away and put it in the backyard after?
Could have been. Sure. I mean,
that
obviously
would make a little more sense.
But the fucking he wakes up. Bruce Dern wakes up and he goes, "Smells like they're cooking a goddamn cat over there." And everything Bruce Dern says in this movie is fucking hilarious.
He's good. We're not even allowed to have our trash cans out. Like theirs were just sitting at the curb.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to have them out unless it's trash day.
Yeah, us
is that
too.
how you do?
Yeah.
But yours is in the front.
Theoretically.
Yeah, I'll leave mine out a couple of extra days.
But yours is in the front. That kind of makes sense. Mine's in the back. Who cares if my trash cans are up against the side of my house in the back?
Right.
The possum.
I guess.
Okay, I want to read this article.
Silly. Okay.
Police search for Texas man accused of decapitating his wife with 2 chainsaws.
Wow.
One in both hands or
Police
2 in
search
one
Wednesday
hand?
for a Texas man authorities say used 2 chainsaws to decapitate his wife before leaving her body in the street near their suburban Dallas home.
I wonder if the chain broke on one and he had to go back into the garage.
Damn it.
He's trying to change the chain right in the street. It's like,
So that was yours, or is that just random?
No, that was the same one.
Oh, wow.
What year was that?
2010.
And so kids are like in the house.
Wait.
And shit. Mm-hmm. There has to be like a podcast on this or some shit.
2010?
Sure.
Yeah, she was just a kid back then.
I said it wasn't that long ago. It was just in our town. It was a whole thing. Now all the kids are like freaking out about this.
I forget how young you are.
I graduated high school in 2008.
Right. Well, so this is like right before we got together then.
It was like a huge deal. So now it's like a whole thing with all of the kids in the area about that house and where the lady got her head cut off.
Jesus Christ.
Like it's it drove him, the house drove him psycho, and you can't live there, or you'll go psycho too.
I don't
kind
know.
of
I
thing.
didn't go to middle school then. It was like 5 years before that.
Rain? Yeah, it was raining. And there were how many of them?
Well, three of them.
And what were they doing?
They were digging.
Digging, like grave diggers. I told you, they're ghouls.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say they were great. They could have been digging for anything. They could have been digging for, like night crawlers.
Night crawlers?
Yeah, they're fishermen.
Fishermen? Oh, Ray, wake up and smell the coffee. What happened is a kid spotted us last night when we were sleeping. He got up, he went to the garbage can, he took the body, and then he buried him in the backyard.
So that's the thing that I was going to say is that Casey, for the first, I'm going to say 15 to 20 minutes of this movie, the guy who plays Art,
Rick,
is eating or chewing gum, and she's dying. Like literally, like I don't think I can do the movie.
He's eating cereal. Right?
I was
Or
convinced
pancakes
he
or
was going to chew that gum until the end of the movie, and I wasn't going to have. I couldn't watch it. There was no way.
So I'm just going to be honest about something. I'm going to put this out there.
Okay.
This movie was way funnier back in the day.
What are you saying?
And I'm saying this was a tough one for me.
Why are you yelling at me then? Were you projecting?
No, because you try to be snide.
What do you?
There's no reason to be fucking snide. There's no reason to sit there and bait me into fucking telling you when it's time for a clip. If I don't have anything hilarious to say, start the fucking clip. Okay? That's pretty much the fucking rule that we live by here at Jaret Goes to the
But
Movies.
I do sometimes start the clips, and you're like, "Hey, I'm not done yet."
Well,
I was
that's
just
fine.
looking.
I'd rather have the timing be better.
The guy that made this movie, his mother's proud of him.
Yeah, look, there are certain things about it. There are certain things about this movie that are funny. Again, I think Bruce Dern is hilarious. I think him falling off the roof is, and then we got a line coming up that is like in my fucking everyday conversation. I say it all the time. But yeah, I don't think it aged very well. I think it was a little bit too
didn't age
long.
well. Yeah.
You know what bothered me about the Art character? Is that Corey Feldman's character is like, hey, that guy, the fat guy.
Yeah, and he's
I
not
was
fat.
like, fuck!
I know.
What about me? I looked at someone, I'm like, what about me?
Well, that's just it. But even the other guy, the fatter German guy, referred to him as the fat guy, and it's like who's the
fat
one?
guy?
Who's the one
Art?
who's fat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Art was a little chunky
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
for
not
the '80s.
this day. Well, okay, maybe. Yeah, because everybody was like fucking.
Yeah,
you know.
we
That
had
was
just
before-
started getting addicted to McDonald's at that point.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's just it. We had fucking aerobics back then too.
Here's
Everybody
that
was-
thing where they show you like how little the cups were back then and how little the fries were, like in comparison.
They had the grapefruit diet back then. That worked like a fucking champ.
That's still a thing.
Yeah, my mom did this watermelon diet.
Yeah.
Where she would eat whatever she wanted in the day, but at night she ate a half a watermelon.
Because it gives you diarrhea.
Does it?
No, I didn't
Yeah.
ask her.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Every time I eat watermelon, I get diarrhea.
No,
Maybe
it's
you're
Really?
allergic to
It's when you
watermelon.
eat the seeds, it
Maybe.
grows watermelon in your tummy. That's what my mom said.
And it fills you up.
And then it fills you up, so you can't eat anything else.
That's
It's like
so-
having a sleeve.
When I first got fat, I just started swallowing a bunch of gum, and I thought I'd be on a 7-year diet. And it didn't fucking work at all.
No, that's our Attorney General.
That's a
Oh, no,
kidney
no.
stone.
No, who's the press secretary? He eats his gum. He eats like 2 packs of gum, and he eats the gum.
Fuck?
Oh, Sean Spicer?
Spicy, yeah.
Does he?
Yes.
Oh,
I
don't know.
gosh,
I've
that
never
makes so
heard
He
much sense.
chews like 3 or 4
Did
packs
Rachel
of gum.
Maddow
and
tell you that?
eats it. No, he says it. He says he does it.
That's so weird. Okay, I don't want to keep going back to the chainsaw thing, but I'm just going to add this on here. Now,
Okay, yeah, I
now
wanna
I
hear it.
remember why it's such a big urban legend in the area. They still never caught the guy.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? They knew who he was.
He's still on like one of the most wanted lists right now.
You were kidding.
Swear to God.
So
they
a
know
bunch
his
of
name.
shit actually happened over there, because that's where the guy,
Where was this?
Flower Mound,
Louisville, Texas.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
But that's also
Like everybody gets shot, but
that's-
not everybody gets
But that's
chainsawed.
also where the guy killed his 2 daughters in the fucking
They went
taxi
to high
cab,
school with me. They were my age. Yeah.
and he's never been caught.
No, he's gone. He's in another country for sure. But they
Yeah.
have a theory. Yeah, he killed. One girl was my grade, and one was a year younger.
Honor killing?
An
Can
honor
I get
killing.
on this? Can I get on this chat too? Like, how do I get on there?
On your phone? It's like weird.
Just go to
Oh, I don't want to be on my phone. Can I
go
get
to
on?
the JaretGoesToMovies.com.
Okay, how do I spell Jaret?
But yeah, so their names were
Jerr.
Sarah and Amina, and they were my age. And there's like a whole documentary about them. And their father was like unhappy with their life choices or whatever,
There's a
and
chat link
they
on
tried
that,
to like move away and go live with other people. Their mom kind of like they think that she was a little bit involved in the honor killing. The guy married her when she was like 14 years old and took her away from her family, and she's a total hillbilly weirdo. So they go get these girls to come back to the house, and he essentially takes them in his taxi cab that he drives and just shot both of them. They have the 911 phone
Oh,
calls.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, they were in my school.
Holy crap. Mm-hmm. Wow.
And they still never found him either. So that's like 2 Louisville top most wanted people.
So do people get a little jumpy when people fire up chainsaws in your neighborhood?
Well, this wasn't directly in my neighborhood, but
I would
yeah,
say
in general.
jumpy. I mean, like, the last thing you want to do is be cutting down a tree, like fucking hanging up there and like fucking getting jumpy and shit.
Shit, right.
That seems insane.
Signs of a struggle here. TV's still on, chairs turned over. Well, I wouldn't say that's a sign of a struggle.
You know, I think I should go upstairs and check this out. I mean, like, maybe the guy's, like, upstairs in a bathtub or something. Cracked his head open. There's, like, blood and stuff everywhere.
Just don't touch anything up there, all right?
Yes, sir, Mr. Peterson.
Come on, let's see if we can find some dog food.
Well, I don't like this. I don't like snooping around a neighbor's house. You mean a dead guy's house?
Yeah, so all of a sudden he's dead and stuff.
It was half the movie before I realized that Corey Feldman was not Art's son.
Casey thought that too.
I thought it too, and they
Yeah.
were drinking the beer together.
Yeah, I mean, who the fuck gives a kid
because
that lives 2 doors away?
Yeah, does Ricky
fucking
have
beer?
parents? Is he an adult?
he
I couldn't
does.
figure
Well,
it out.
they talked about later that they were on vacation.
But he also talks about it at the first, that his parents are out of town and that he is, that's why he's trying to paint the house and all that shit.
I'm trying to figure out how old he's supposed to be. Because if
College?
I was like
College?
yeah, because if I was like 19 or 20, I don't think my parents even have a problem with me like having a beer with a neighbor,
So at the time,
Yeah, I mean,
a girl neighbor.
when they were filming this, he was like super into Michael Jackson, like they were pals.
Yeah, they were like friends.
Yeah, and Michael Jackson didn't visit the set, but his fucking monkey did, or his chimpanzee.
His name
Yeah.
is Bobo.
And
What's his name?
But
they had to leave him in Corey's trailer, and he'd fucking ruin it with its shit. He'd like ruin the
wiped
trailer with
shit
his
all
shit
over the trailer.
till the director banned the chimp.
Why wouldn't Michael Jackson have a monkey trainer?
Well, does he have
Bubbles.
Does
Yeah.
Bubbles.
Did
Yeah.
Bubbles have a chauffeur? He must have.
I
how
wouldn't be
does Bubbles
surprised.
get around by himself?
I want a
Hitchhiking?
chauffeur. Fucking monkey
I don't
has
know,
it.
Vines? I mean,
What a weird friendship, though.
Yeah.
And he wore the Michael Jackson jacket in
the
the
movie,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, okay,
Yeah,
you're friends
I mean-
with Michael Jackson. We get it.
Even Simone was like, Michael Jackson jacket?
that got super weird, actually, when we saw the jacket. It was like,
Yeah.
Easy, buddy.
yeah, that doesn't make any sense. This is a rough one. This movie's rough, man. It's rough. And and here's the thing, like, the whole time I was watching it, I was like, well, surely everybody else has seen this or whatever. But as soon as it was over, I'm like, there's no way Rich has seen this before. And this one's rough.
It was
This
rough.
is what Jaret said to me. He goes, "What do you think Rich thought of this movie?" And all I said, because I actually liked it, I can sit back and watch this. It's easy.
Sure.
And I said that it's 45 minutes too long.
Yeah.
You know,
It felt like it was long.
Rich,
But
I'm like you.
liked it.
I could have sworn that I saw this movie.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I've never seen this movie.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, this is going to be really good. I bet you this is real quirky and fun.
I went into it going, okay, this is going to be pretty good. And Jared's been on my shit lately, so I'm just going to trooper it up on this one. And then it kept getting worse. Getting worse. And I'm like, God damn it! Nothing good about this movie.
Well, this is not a good one to fucking me be giving you some shit. I mean, let's fucking
Yeah,
watch.
but I didn't know. I was going in watching it for the first
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this one was a shocker. We were supposed to have watched Crossroads,
right?
The Ralph Macchio version, then the Britney Spears. We changed movies 3 fucking times. This week.
Right. So I threw one in. I knew that was a big favorite of yours. I was like, I got to have a win with Jared. I'm going to throw this in for Jared.
Right. We should have done Anchorman or something. I mean,
we're doing Wedding Crashers next week.
This one's not. I've only seen that one a half a time.
What?
Not one
Wedding
of the big
Crashers?
ones. Yeah, not one of the big ones.
Good.
Shit.
Not one of the big ones that for me. But you know how I am with Vince Vaughn. I mean,
I love him.
Oh, you don't like Vince Vaughn?
No, I love him, but he gives me a little anxiety.
Oh, okay. He's literally my favorite comedic actor.
Totally get it. And so we see...
And he's so tall.
He's not swingers Vince Vaughn in this
But
movie.
we're going to see the boobs of Borat's wife, but they're fake, right? It's not really her.
Oh, really?
And
That
then...
sucks.
Yeah, you love her.
we don't see...
She's amazing.
Which one is she?
I do.
The
She's
redhead.
that little redheaded girl.
Isa Fisher?
Whatever. It doesn't matter what it is.
Isla Fisher?
But I do like Jane Seymour as well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
she's
honest.
pushing those boobs up hardcore.
I don't
I've already
mind-
watched
Who's
half
that?
of it.
I like her interlaced
that?
heart necklaces.
Yeah. Every kiss begins with K.
Mine begins with tongue.
Oh my god.
You just start out
Where
that way.
are we right now?
I start with lips. I don't start with the tongue.
I poke my tongue in first.
That is weird.
Dave, you there?
I'm here.
We fucking did it. All right. What's going on, dude? Are you tired?
I am kind of tired. Been drinking beer and watching basketball all day long.
I was about to say, man, you're like this is your time of year, right? This is it.
This is like Christmas in Kentucky.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi.
How are you?
Can I have my 2 hours of my day back?
Oh no, because did y'all watch the wrong movie?
No, we watched the right one.
Oh, no.
You're mad because you want your 2 hours from the Burbs back.
Yeah.
Now, Dave, do you agree with this? Surely you've seen this movie before.
I had never seen it until this morning.
Yeah, and it didn't go well?
I played hockey from work, and this is what I did.
I will agree. It left something to be desired.
Yeah.
It had a great cast, all kinds of people. Like, oh yeah, they're from all kinds of other movies.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of a silly movie.
Yeah, it was definitely silly. It was definitely it was a different kind of movie and definitely different from what was going on back then. It's sort of like the end of funny Tom Hanks, and maybe that's what did him in. You know, you never know. All right, well, we'll do the best we can with 5 questions. But we'll dive in here, and we're gonna do a thing that we call 5 questions. You're the retired champion of that. No one could ever beat your score. So I don't know if you know that yet, but we've taken the bonuses out of this. So the most you can get on the 5 questions is 6 now. So you will forever live in infamy as the champion, which is awesome. All right. So as we dive in, here we go. The team that you hope makes the Final Four the most is who?
That would be the Kentucky Wildcats.
That is correct. Absolutely correct. Very good. For those who don't know, question number 2, the Final Four takes place in what tournament?
The NCAA basketball tournament.
That is correct. Absolutely. Now, the reason why these make sense here is because people in the burbs all over are watching this and just going fucking crazy. There's more drunk men in the country right now than during Super Bowl weekend. All right, question number 3 deals with the movie The Burbs. Corey Feldman is in this movie, and it's actually watchable to see him act. True or false?
Oh, it's absolutely true. He's
True.
He's the
great.
Marlon Brando
He is fantastic in this movie, actually, and
even the air guitar.
Even
not
the air,
not quite as good as Edgar Frog.
yeah, we're gonna give it to him. Okay, that's 3 correct, and we're going sliding into number 4. It was a little bit sad to watch this because what Star Wars actor recently passed away who also stars in this movie?
Oh my God, Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher
I had
is
such
correct.
a crush on her once.
Yep.
I feel like I shouldn't clap for that.
No, it's just good that he got it right.
Oh, okay,
but we
okay.
feel bad that she has gone beyond this earth, and she's fantastic in this movie as she was in all movies. Now, this one is pretty tough, but I'm gonna guess that you can get it, and we will go with it right now. Question number 5: the redheaded child named Hans, who lived next door with the suspect dudes and the doctor, was in what terrifying Stephen King movie that dealt with a vegetable that grows in stalks?
That would be Children of the Corn.
That is correct. He played Malachi in Children of the Corn. That is absolutely correct. He was also in a movie called Beach Bodies, and it was just a bunch of boobies, and I thoroughly enjoyed it as a growing teenager. We'll go to our bonus question from Mr. Richard Kubert W. Hamilton. And here he is.
David, which movie would you rather watch? Crossroads with Britney Spears or The Burbs?
Well, I would say Crossroads because of the guest appearance from Jaret Reddick.
All right.
We're going to take that. We're going to take it. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, now I will see you in a couple of weeks. We'll be doing a guitar lesson on the bus and hanging out, and then I will let you buy me beers before the show.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much, David, and tell all the ladies we said hello. Y'all have a good rest of the weekend, and go Kentucky.
Okay, thanks a lot. We'll see you.
See you, man.
Bye, Dick.
Ray, you're chanting. Ray. Ray, look. Ray. Unconscious chanting. You're chanting. I want to kill everyone. Satan is good.
Satan is your pal.
Ray, you're chanting. Hey, once they get in here, it's over, pal.
Satanists, huh? Ritual killers. Nice. Very, very nice. So let me get this straight. The Klopeks are offering up Walter as a sort of human sacrifice to Beelzebub, is that it?
That's one of the theories, yeah.
Great. So, this is your relaxing week at home, huh?
I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal.
This is your quote.
See, I had not ever seen this movie, but I have heard that before a bunch.
Well, he said it on the show a bunch.
But I've heard it in general. I didn't realize where it came from.
Every time that guy's in something, you say that.
Yeah.
So I actually looked up the Church of Satan on the internet after watching this scene.
Uh-huh.
I expected Satan's website to have a little more oomph to it.
Oh, no.
No, it's totally different than you think. It's very peaceful.
It's very
nice.
peaceful. Yeah.
It's nice, but...
Yeah, it's not what
Come
you
on,
think.
Satan.
Yeah.
Let's step it up.
Actually, even the Satanic Bible, which got like a bunch of press in the 80s or whatever, is not what you think it's going to be.
Right.
It's not like, let's sacrifice this and this and this. It's completely different than that.
I will say this, like that was one of our big like things in high school. I actually did not participate in this like act of
sacrificing
black
goats.
hair and things, but like people would bring a Satanic Bible to school and like openly carry it around. And the teachers go, hey, maybe you should put that up. And they'd be like, this is my religion. Maybe you should put the Bibles up. And it was like this whole thing. Like,
oh my God.
And anyway.
It was just be a dick.
So they just got rid of all the books now, I guess.
It's basically trolling before the internet.
Exactly.
I saw them on the news today. They put a billboard up in some Texas town because they want to stop corporal punishment in the schools. And it's like brought to you by the Church of Satan. Never be hit again.
What? I thought corporal punishment was already gone in the schools.
No, there's like one ISD that they do it.
No, and you can sign papers. My mom signed a paper that said that the principal could fucking beat my brother's ass.
But even that's like 10 years ago. I mean, I'm saying like...
No, this was like today.
In that one district.
I mean, we got hit.
Dude,
like, I mean, coaches
used to get the
would
shit
lay
out of me.
into me. I mean, like...
They would hang the paddles on the wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our counselor...
Put your names on them if you've gotten beat by them.
Dude, I mean, like, fucking Coach Miller and Coach Osborne would lay into me. And I would smart off to another teacher, and they would call them in because I played football to fucking hit me in the fucking ass with this thing.
And they would drill holes in the paddles.
Yeah, that was a thing. But no, I mean, that wasn't like super, like that really wasn't
That
a
was
thing.
just a psych you out.
Yeah, that was really just a psych.
No, because my mom used to spank me with like the spaghetti spoon with the holes in it, and I swear those aerodynamics like got you like better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I will say, keeping it cool through licks was like I prided myself on that shit.
Oh, not crying after.
I wouldn't cry, and I would like keep a good attitude.
They do it right in front of the class.
So when I was
not where I came.
Right in front of the class. You go up to the front of the class. They do it right in front of the class.
Oh, that's what's wrong Jesus with Christ! You. No, I had to go to in junior high, Mr. Duncan's office. The
Junior
assistant
high.
Principal.
They beat all the empathy out of Rich in front of all his friends. Now he's like,
I mean, I got him in grade school too, but even Mr. Smith's office, like, I'd fucking get beat.
When I was growing up, because I'm the same age as you guys, when I was growing up in California,
that's where all the pussies were.
We would get detention.
And we just finished our homework. And
Okay,
home and
so
had dinner.
we had a choice. You could either take detention or you could take the licks. So it's either 3 days detention, but if you're in football...
But of course you take the licks.
You can't take detention. So that's why they would call the coaches in to beat you. And I mean, dude, they would fucking wind up, man. Can
you imagine if we just transported back in time the fucking kids today into our school for a couple of months?
No, I mean, there's just no fucking way. I mean, but here's the thing, and honestly, it's not the kids, it's the parents. I mean, like, you're not spanking my child. It ain't happening. I mean, I got fucking, huh?
I would let it happen.
You would or wouldn't?
She's 17, so that's weird.
Okay,
no,
you would.
I mean, no one's going to spank my girl.
Okay, well,
my son, holy shit,
I would definitely not. Either of my boys, I would not.
No, because you can't control to what force, and if it's out of anger and all these things, I totally get that.
Yeah, and also, like, I don't know the whole story.
My son would have done much better in school if there was a coach paddling his ass.
Dude, I don't know about that, man. I mean,
you're falling into it. You're that parent. You're the reason.
I just said that I was.
Fine. We're fine. We got our asses beat all the time. We're fine.
I just said that I was that parent. I said,
know.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
So but I mean, you're not. It just seems silly. Like, look, I'm all for punishment, and I do think that they should be punished in school or whatever. But I mean, hitting them. I don't spank my kids.
It's not permanent. They're not breaking arms.
Agreed. But did you spank your kids?
Not really.
Okay, but somebody else should spank your kids.
I did spank my kids.
Okay,
but not like every day or.
But it's not really.
It was always.
But it's not really the solution.
Fucked up. You're getting a spanking.
Yeah.
I only spanked my kid when she was too young to understand consequences.
Absolutely. Same.
Yeah, and it was just the only way to get their attention.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So Jack got spanked a bunch. Emma once, Everett 3 times. But Jack just was, that kid.
He's crazy, yeah.
Fucking get his fucking attention. But you're exactly right. I stopped before you would ever remember it. Like, he doesn't remember it at all.
Simone did such a funny mental thing with our daughter. She was like, okay, we're going to do a craft. So she gets out this wooden spoon, and they're like, okay, we're going to put your name on the spoon. And Anna's like, oh, fun, and puts her name on the spoon. And then Simone's like, now this is the spoon we're going to whip you with. And my daughter's face just went white like a sheet. She was like, oh, crap.
She was decorating her own ass whipping spoon.
I mean,
Roadhouse.
My grandmother used to pull out switches. She'd make me get the switch off the tree.
Yeah.
And she'd slap me on the leg, like on the calf.
We had an old lady that lived next door to us in my old town, and she had like 1 billion cats. And they had kittens, and they were all diseased, and like had like one eye, and like we'd always be like kitty, and take them in our house, like it was horrible. So one day we were like digging under her house to get one of these 1 billion kittens, and my mom, like just to fast forward, she drags me and my cousin Rachel up to the front door. I'm probably Everett's age, like we're like probably 5 and 4. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, I found them in my yard, so I just switched them in the leg a couple times and just dragged me up there. My mom didn't even know what to do because she was so old. So she just let it happen. Just let this old lady beat our ass with a switch.
Oh, no.
And just
Jesus
like, okay,
Christ.
have a good day.
And you're fine.
My only thing like that was we, I think I've told you guys before, we moved to Choctaw, Oklahoma for a couple of months. And we would go swimming in this one pond. It was fucking awesome because we had like a rope that we could swing into it. I was in 2nd grade. My brother was in 7th. And so, I mean, they always set up some badass shit for us to do. We were not supposed to be in this pond. It was on somebody else's property. She would come out and mind you, I act like this happened a bunch. It was 2 fucking times because she would shoot us with a pellet gun with rock salt in it.
Oh, shit.
And I mean, it fucking...
That could put an eye out.
Well, we're running at the time, but
okay.
it fucking stung
No kidding.
bad. I mean, like, because it would get in your skin.
Right.
Just hurt. I mean, oh, man, but,
Shoot Miller!
Shoot Miller! Yeah, we were just so much stuff off.
So, funny thing about this line that you love, it's ad-libbed.
Yeah.
What?
It's ad-libbed.
Well, I got the impression that most of the script is ad-libbed.
Well, it was because during this time there was a writer's strike.
There's a writer's strike.
Yep.
And so the guy that wrote the original script couldn't make any edits. He was on set, but he wasn't allowed to make any edits.
He was
to
in the
script.
movie.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the cops at the movie.
Okay.
No shit.
So anything that didn't work, they just made up on the spot.
Insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So could be why it didn't
really work that well. Yeah.
Brumsville and I, we flushed him out. Wow. We wrote a note. We slipped it under their door. We rang the bell and then we ran.
You did that?
Yeah.
Oh, stupid idiot! I can't believe you.
Typical Tom Hanks.
That sounds like
All
Woody
I did
from
was write,
Toy Story.
I know what you've done, and that's all. I didn't sign it.
Oh, I can't believe you stupid! Why didn't you? God!
You gotta goose these people every once in a while. You gotta give them a little shot, give them a little whack, let them know that you're there. Jeez, good dog, Vince. Good dog. Go get it. Seriously, go get it.
But he was funny. He was funny back in the day. Oh, he got so serious. And he talks with like a weird fucking voice now and shit.
Like Toy Story. When
No, he sounds like Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah, he really did sound
Here
like Woody.
he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
He wasn't funny in Toy Story either, though, was he?
Yeah, he was funny in Toy Story.
Funny? I loved the movie.
Yeah, Toy Story's funny.
There's funny parts. I didn't think Woody was the funny parts.
I agree, he wasn't.
Yeah. It was always like the ancillary characters,
Yeah.
the
Mr. Potato Head and
exactly.
the dinosaur.
Yeah, but he had some funny stuff. He's just like... When he's like, hey, Etch, draw. Hey, you're getting good, Etch. That's fucking funny.
The Etch-a-Sketch was funny, not
Yeah,
Woody.
I think it was the Etch-a-Sketch.
You guys can both fucking suck it.
When did y'all have to watch Toy Story recently? Because we watch it all the time.
We do see it all the time.
It's been a real long time.
I have seen it several times.
When he's doing the roll call, and he was giving, and I would like to thank Mr. Spell for putting on this safety seminar. Yeah, and Mr. Spell, let's give it up for him or
I'll
whatever.
give you that
That's
one.
fucking
I'll
funny.
give you that.
And Mr. Spell is like, my pleasure or whatever. Like, it's fucking funny.
See, y'all don't remember.
Yeah. What's the correct way to refer to when someone rings a doorbell and runs away?
Ding dong ditch.
Yeah, ding dong ditch.
Ding dong ditch. Okay.
Yep.
Ding dong.
Because there is a non-correct way of saying that.
Yep. That's
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, a really not good way of
No,
saying that.
I don't think
I
I've-
just don't understand why it's a way of saying that. Like,
I don't
how
know.
does that make any sense at all?
I don't know what you're talking about, but is it like how there's another name for a Brazil nut?
Yes.
Okay.
That went right over my head.
That's the gist.
Or one of those fireworks that just goes.
I don't know
Yep.
that one either.
I don't know that one
I don't
either.
know any of these.
That's because y'all aren't from the South.
But why does that make any sense, though?
It doesn't.
Not
Right.
at all. It's just
Like, there's no reason for that to be. That doesn't. That's.
I
weird.
remember when I went to Oklahoma once, and I was with my grandma, and she was like, "Can you pass me those? Another name for Brazil nuts?" And I was like,
Yeah.
What?"
I actually did not hear that until
I've never heard that ever.
I was in Bowling for Soup, and we had a new tour manager, and those are in mixed nuts. And he said, my grandma used to call him this, and I'm just like, what?
you never heard that?
Never.
Dude, my
I heard it
grandma-
as a child a bunch.
I'm gonna text it to you.
Okay.
Let's be honest about something.
Yeah.
This movie sucks balls. I don't even think we have to keep going. I'm not kidding.
I think I can save it. I've got topics that are not movie related on every clip.
I mean, I just think this movie blows, and I enjoyed watching it with my wife, But
and our dog.
it's pretty bad. And I mean, I think I love the Corey Feldman thing. I think Bruce Dern is awesome in it. You know, Tom Hanks does great. But it's pretty bad. And maybe we're just fucking doing a short episode tonight.
I will be fine.
No, I'm serious. I'm not joking. Unless you want to well, maybe we should talk about other topics.
I have alternate topics for every clip because I had nothing to say about the movie, so I came up with just non-related topics for each one. So I swear to God, I'll edit this together. It'll be fine. We had a great intro, and then we have chainsaw stuff. It'll be great. The fucking video people are just slitting their throats right now.
No,
Sorry,
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be real. I'm just saying. I'm not like fucking trying to like. I'm saying like this movie fucking sucks.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I like this movie more than 50 Shades of Grey.
But I will say. But did you see?
I'm so glad the rest of y'all like that movie.
Hey, Casey, look up the Rotten Tomatoes on this movie though. It's good. Like the reviews of this movie are really fucking good.
Are there?
I think so.
That's crazy. That's just silly.
Yeah.
Now, before somebody falls off a roof or sets themselves on fire, I think we should go over there, knock on their door, and invite ourselves in for a nice neighborly chat. Get to know these people like we should have done a month ago.
That's a good idea. And I'll make brownies.
That's a great idea. And while you keep them busy,
You're not invited.
By the way, somebody does fall off a roof and somebody does set themselves on fire.
Exactly.
It does all
It's
happen,
totally
but I'm not really sure that the
Rotten Tomatoes 46%.
Oh, is that good?
No,
No, it's out of 100.
Oh, is that good?
So, okay, in my experience, it's always been the exact opposite. The wives are like the
gossipers and
no. Well, in this movie, the wives are like the sane people and then the
voice
men
of
are
reason.
just going crazy.
Yeah.
So both of my exes were conspiracy nuts, like total conspiracy nuts. We're always like, my first wife was dreamt up some big sexual abuse scandal in my family, like in my extended, not my immediate, but like in my part of my extended family.
Like she thought this about people in your family.
Right. In my family, she was like, I think that person abused this person, and that's why. It was just like this total thing. And I'm like, I don't think so. And then my second ex was a conspiracy about everything. Everything was a conspiracy. UFOs, ghosts, JFK, like anything that was conspiracy. She was all over that shit.
Okay, well, we all know JFK was a little of a conspiracy. Come on.
But seriously, I was always the voice of reason. I was like, I don't know. It's probably too good. You know what I mean? So
These people are terrible.
Yeah.
Going into these people's house, peeling their wallpaper off the wall.
It was too much for me to go.
Walking in without being invited.
It was too much for me to go, okay, I can see how this might happen under these extreme circumstances.
Walking into Walter's house, I understand.
Do we get
His
ourselves
dog's out, he's not home, they want to make sure he's okay, his
Yeah.
toupee's laying there, check on an old guy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Do we get ourselves into a thing though where we get into the triangle that we talk about all the time? Where, so, bear with me here. Hold on. This was 30 fucking years
True,
ago.
yeah.
30 years ago.
This was fun at the movies. This was like,
And think about when we were kids, though.
Yeah.
Let's
It's like,
let's
it's
think
zany. It's crazy.
It's
zany.
right.
Let's think
Exactly.
about when we were kids in 1989 when this came out. 30 years ago was fucking 1959.
Yeah, what was the rating on this? Was this a kids movie?
It was PG.
Yeah, I think it was PG.
Yeah.
So I mean, kids could go to it.
Yeah.
As long as they were with their parents.
Yeah, we left.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally see in the 80s my parents taking me to see this and me enjoying it because it was just zany fun. And it was kind of spooky, and the problem is it just didn't hold up over 30 years. It was probably fine at the time, but
like-
after 30 years, there's been so much
Progress
story
in movies.
progress. Yeah, it just, oof.
All I have to say is I'm so glad that like you and Casey and some of the other neighbors didn't come into my house trying to figure out who I killed. That would be
right.
No, but I think what I'm trying to say
We had
is
everybody.
though,
No, we had everybody investigating us.
It's
like,
rude.
but I mean, literally, like when we at this time when this came out, we were like fucking looking back on Humphrey Bogart and shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it just ridiculous.
My brother, the doctor.
Werner Klopek. How nice to meet you.
Matthews.
Oh, pardon my car.
Are sardines any good to eat? Have you had sardines?
Never. But
what are you supposed to eat them with?
One time.
What do they taste like?
Apparently,
very salty.
You eat them on a pretzel or a pizza.
No, anchovies.
Oh, that's anchovies.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question about anchovies? Because here's the thing. I don't feel like I would ever eat an anchovy, but I like Caesar dressing, and that's made from anchovies.
And if you go to a really nice restaurant, they put little tiny slivers of anchovy on it, and you've probably eaten it.
By the way, I've had Caesar dressing where they overdid the anchovy, and holy shit, that sucked balls.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
When I was pregnant, there was a pizza place down the road, Nick's Pizza. Do you remember that place?
Yeah, sort of.
Yes.
They had
it's fucking amazing.
And they had this salad dressing, and I just craved it. I went and bought like a giant thing of the salad dressing because I just wanted to eat it all the time. And then one day, halfway through my pregnancy, it just tasted like fish. And it had anchovies in it, I guess. And all of a sudden, I could taste it too much. And now, like, salad dressings of all types, like, gross me out.
Sardines are the same. They're fishy, salty, and oily.
All right, so sardines and anchovies are both just fish that you eat raw?
But
no, they're cured. They're cured.
Oh, they're not
of
sick
what?
anymore?
Yeah, they're not. They no longer have
Of
cancer.
fish AIDS.
They have no fish
What
AIDS.
does cured mean? I'm an idiot. I don't know
like
what that
cured
means.
meats. Like
I don't know what that means, though.
It basically means it's like
it's hung in a sweat lodge.
It usually means that the water has been replaced with like a sugary sort of solution or a salty solution.
Okay, so obviously I'm in this health kick that I'm in.
Maple cured, sugar cubed.
They say don't eat cured meats.
Yep.
Do you know what Vienna sausages are?
Yes.
Did you used to eat them shits?
I did
I
all
love
the
them.
time.
Me too, but I don't think
I actually
could,
want one now.
I don't think I could put that in my mouth now.
Why?
I just think it would be really gross.
I think
Maybe
I
I
can
don't know
still
what it
remember
is.
what it tastes like.
What is it?
Vienna sausages?
They're like
Yeah, he
these-
said they're like something.
It's like
like
it's a little
catfish
can.
sausage.
It
It's like
looks-
a little can.
It's a little can that looks like Snack Pack used to look like.
I know what they look like. I just don't. What? Why were you saying that you wouldn't eat them now, but you?
Because
Kid tastes different. Like, remember using like what's the old supposed to be like tobacco beef jerky?
Oh yeah. So jerky snuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
No,
wouldn't do
shit
that. I wouldn't
tastes
eat that
different when you're a
anymore.
kid. So think about
Yeah.
this. So like, would you eat SpaghettiOs now?
I take a bite.
Fuck
of,
yeah.
I take
Okay.
a bite of Everett's all the time.
Totally get it.
But it has
But-
that weird
Hold
tang
on.
to it.
But would you eat SpaghettiOs with meatballs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. But have you tasted that meatball lately?
No, but I know what you're talking about. It has a
does
tang
not
to it.
taste like what you think it's
Well,
going to
because
taste like.
Campbell's chicken soup
they
anymore.
changed it.
Maybe that's it.
maybe that's
you
what
know
it
what's
It's
still
like our,
good?
It's like our cereals that we used to like. They changed them.
No,
They
but
don't
those
taste
meatballs
that's
were the
true.
same whenever I was a kid, though, as they are now.
Do you remember how awesome Trix used to be?
Oh my God. Trix
still good.
has fruit taste you
No.
like. There's lemon
You're-
and
you
orange
don't
in
know
every
what they
bite.
used to taste like. You don't
Yeah.
know what they used to taste like.
Yeah, you weren't even a.
They were amazing.
So you know what's still good?
Huh.
Raviolis. Fucking Chef
Boyardee.
Boyardee
I
ravioli.
eat them out of the can without cooking them.
Are you serious?
I've done that.
Dude, they're
not the mini ones,
still
though. The
good.
regular sized
Yeah.
ones.
Oh my God, those things are good. And here's the thing, when you're a kid, you go to like fucking Olive Garden, you're like, I'd like raviolis, and you think they're gonna bring you out a fucking bowl of
You're
Chef
like, this
Boyardee.
tastes like
You're like,
shit.
this is not, this is bullshit.
We used to go to Pettit's grocery store, which is about the size of this space we're sitting in, and the guy would give us those little barrel juice boxes. I don't know if y'all had those, but
I remember those. We didn't have them.
yeah, they were like little barrels,
that's
like a
basically
little
the
tinfoil top.
It's like the most sugary Kool-Aid you could ever have.
Yeah, he'd
right?
give us those and a little thing of Vienna sausages, like for free.
Nice.
Clearly,
man.
nobody fucking
Oh,
wanted them,
my
but we would
brother would
snack
eat
on
the
those in the middle of the
shit
day
out
and
of
then go
Vienna
play cops
sausages.
and robbers in our tiny town. No idea where our parents were. I was 5.
Yeah,
Delicious.
You guys ever eat Spam?
Yes, I love Spam.
I've only
I'm
had
not
it.
sure
I've only had it one time, and I
I've had
couldn't
it
do it.
fried.
So apparently, fried is really
Yeah.
good.
You like it, just salty.
I actually thought about buying some, like literally days ago.
Don't
Why?
Okay, next week I'm gonna bring.
Because it
I'm gonna
doesn't
get
go
fried
bad.
spam,
Dude.
Vienna sausages, and jerky snuff.
We can't fry it in this house though, because it'll smell like that for fucking 2 weeks.
It'll be awesome.
Fried Spam is delicious.
It's good.
That's what everybody
You eat it with,
says.
like,
Yeah.
eggs.
The reason I was going to buy it is because I heard it doesn't go bad. Was it you that said that?
No, not me.
Someone said it doesn't.
No,
ever
it doesn't go bad.
No,
right.
you-
So I figured
That's for the
if
apocalypse.
yeah, for some kind of emergency, you just
2
have that
slices of
ready
white
to go.
bread.
So what you're gonna buy?
Mayonnaise,
One thing of
fried
Spam, and
One
you're-
thing of Spam, I'm good.
and you're
Delicious.
set.
No, I was
need-
going to buy like a whole week's worth of Spam.
You got to go to Costco.
Okay, I'm going to do a gross canned meat or bagged meat, dried
party
meat.
Oh, yeah.
Challenge.
Party.
Taste
So
test.
we're doing... Oh, we got to get Ashley Miller on here, though.
Because it's a challenge.
No, because she makes us
taste
eat
test.
shit.
Yeah, because she makes
We're
us
on
eat shit.
Barefoot on her show.
I had to do Oreos, though, and I'm going to be honest, it wasn't that bad.
Do you like deviled ham?
I don't know.
Oh, deviled ham.
I don't like deviled anything. I don't like
ridiculous.
pickled anything.
Okay, people in here may have not heard the... What was the movie that Ashley Miller was on with the three sisters?
Oh, Because I Said So.
Because I Said So. Diane Keaton, who's the worst. But she talked about that on there, and everybody has to do a challenge. Well, she did like a shake challenge with her boss.
Yeah.
And he put laxatives in it.
Oh, yeah. That did happen.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's just mean.
Yeah,
And you're hearing this on the radio station where this happened.
Yeah, that's not cool.
And that's why she's so skinny.
She still does it?
I heard that.
She's still doing it?
Lucy Murray says, I can't think of any situation where I would eat Spam. And then Chris freaking Holt just goes, Spam fritters.
Yay, chat room.
Yeah.
That's our first chat
I love
room
it, man.
integration.
I like it. I like it, guys.
After you found this in Walter's house yesterday, I slipped it back in through the mail slot.
Well, where did you get it this time? Klopeks?
Wow. After the dog came up out of the basement, I found it wedged between a bunch of magazines, all of which, I might add, were addressed to Walter.
Well, then that means that Klopeks
Went back inside Walter's house
and got the hair.
What do we do now, soldier? Well, you heard them say they were going away tomorrow. As soon as that car leaves in the morning, I'm going over the fence, and I'm not coming back till I find a dead body. Nobody knocks off an old man in my neighborhood and gets away with it.
Even in these kind of scenes, like, fucking Bruce Dern is so great. Like, I realize this movie sucks, but he is fucking hilarious.
I feel like that last dialogue, though, was like very like The Sandlot whenever they're trying to like plan going over the fence.
Yeah, definitely.
This would have been a great movie as kids.
Well, I was a kid when I saw it.
I mean,
if they were children.
If they were children doing this thing,
Right.
this would have been great.
Because as adults, it's just fucking creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Like, get out of their house, weirdo.
Yeah.
They have
Holy
alarms.
shit.
Go to your fucking vacation home.
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
Has anyone looked good in a toupee?
No.
Are you sure?
Man,
Oh,
I
times have
don't
changed.
know.
Right?
I feel like I can spot them.
And no, but you can spot like bad toupees. There are good toupees.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's like special places where you can go and like there's like toupee barbers.
My dad is completely bald. I love you, Dad. We've talked about this.
Love you, Dad.
I'm sure he knows he's bald.
But, I mean, he has hair like on the sides, and he does the comb over.
Yeah.
No.
But he's losing his hair so bad now that it's like 3 pieces of hair that go over.
Right.
So, and we keep telling him, just shave
It's
your
time to
head.
Bruce Willis it.
Yeah, Bruce
Die
Willis
Hard
shit.
that
Hey,
stuff.
he would look
Yeah.
great. And he goes, no, I don't want my co-workers to know I'm bald.
Right.
Okay, that's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
They'll never know.
They'll never know. But he's so funny about it. But I think it would be awesome if you did the toupee. Like women do wigs where they do different wigs every day. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Different styles, yeah.
Yeah. And she does this on Schitt's Creek, which I recommend this Schitt's Creek on Netflix or
gotta watch
Amazon
it.
Prime. It's so good. But she wears a different wig every single
Yeah,
day.
that's great if you can afford good wigs.
I know, exactly. But what if you did like, if you were a dude and you're doing different toupees every single day?
RuPaul.
And like you got mohawk.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
I know. I think that's an awesome idea for someone who lost their hair early on and is otherwise cool enough to pull that off. You just do different wigs. You got long hair. You've got the mohawk. You've got Mr. Businessman. You've got Brad Pitt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would work. I would do that.
Wait, Brad Pitt, what movie?
If I was svelte, huh?
Brad Pitt, what like
Interview with the Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire.
I was going to say A River Runs Through It, but
yeah.
I'm going to take that.
But we got to do that movie. That's really long though.
Interview
but
with the
holy
Vampire?
shit, that movie is good.
Could be a two-parter.
That's true.
So you know what bothered me about this scene? Or this plot point?
Just because the movie was terrible?
They never explained why they had his shit in
they did.
house.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah,
They
at
did.
the very end, very quickly.
They were picking up his mail.
They were picking up his mail for him because he had to go to the hospital.
Okay.
So the Kopecks were picking up his mail.
Yes, because nobody liked him in the neighborhood, I don't think.
So why doesn't that dude I talk to him all the time. They're going to pick up my mail and shit.
Because he didn't talk to anybody.
He was in the hospital
because
he had a heart
the whole
attack.
time.
Everybody hated Walter. Walter hated everybody.
It's a bad plot point.
I did not pick up on the fact that he hated everybody and everybody hated him. And so that's why he would go to the creepiest house that they don't even answer their door barely and ask them to pick up the mail. And you have a mail slot.
They hated him so much that when they saw his dog loose, they got the dog, rushed to his house to make sure he was okay.
Right. And he had a mail slot. Why are you picking up a mail when you have a mail slot? It's in your house. It's not in the mailbox. That's when you pick up mail, when it's in a mailbox.
You know what, Rich?
It's in a mail slot.
You know what? I'm going to say it right now. This fucking movie was retarded. Mentally
pretty bad, man.
And physically retarded.
It's pretty bad. I'd like to point out that I tried to cut this podcast off 20 minutes ago.
We are carrying on.
You know, this is turning out to be a lot more work than we thought it was going to be. Why don't we go check the house? It's probably a lot cooler in there.
Hey, that's a good idea. Let's try the house. We'll start in the basement. We'll just work our way up.
You know, Ray, I'm thinking the reason we didn't find anything in the backyard is because they probably weren't burying anybody in the backyard. They were digging bodies up, and they probably buried them in the basement of the house here.
That's a possibility, Art.
I say we start in the kitchen. They probably got some cold beer in there. Or some knockwurst or something.
See, he's funny.
That was a funny scene.
But I mean, he does have his lines. I mean, like that dude is so good. He's like, man, I don't know. Maybe they got some cold beers in there. Maybe some knockwurst.
I laughed at that.
But even like if you go back even earlier when he's there in their kitchen eating all the breakfast that Tom Hanks isn't going to eat because he's got a stomach thing, and then he just goes in the fridge and just gets the biggest ribs out of the refrigerator
Right. And a pineapple for
and
some
a
reason.
pineapple, and that's fucking funny.
I would eat pineapple with ribs. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, for sure. It's like
Yeah,
Hawaiian.
of course. Yeah,
Okay.
It's just you need some way to get him out of there.
Have you ever played an Oktoberfest?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You did last year.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've done a bunch
Beer
of
and
those.
bratwurst is the fucking best thing ever.
Yeah,
I like
man,
sausage.
I wish
Bratwurst
I
is the
could
best.
do
I
bratwurst,
love
but I don't
sausage.
really like.
Bratwurst, some sauerkraut.
I don't like that very much.
I don't like sauerkraut, but I'll eat it. Like
Yeah.
if I'm in the zone
And
of
some
the
hot mustard. That's the way
yeah,
to do
for
it.
sure.
It's fine.
that
Do you have
sounds-
a decent fan base in Germany?
Sounds greasy.
Or-
Yeah, we do. We would do okay there. We don't go there.
Because if David Hasselhoff can do it,
It's
I mean-
been a bit.
Well, he's German.
he's not.
Yes, he is. His last name's Hasselhoff.
Oh, he's got German descent.
Well,
He
I
speaks
just-
German. He sings German songs. He's like a pop,
What do you think
pop
Reddick,
star there.
What do you think Reddick is? That's German?
I have no idea.
Neither.
No.
It's American Indian.
Yeah, and I gotta send my fucking shit off to that DNA thing anyway. I'm not even sure who I am anymore.
My mom found out she was 5% black. And it was been the best week of her life.
Oh, shit.
Now she can
Justified.
Now she can really throw it in.
How do you even know?
Because it said she's 5% African.
I know, but there are white Africans.
Yeah, you know.
No, they were not there originally.
No.
I
Not like
promise
back in
you,
the day.
I have plenty of African.
Also,
in me.
African is really big. You guys isn't
No,
India
it
and
showed
fucking
like
Africa?
it showed like the specific region.
Yeah, African is a big continent.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did I say? Country?
Yep.
What did I say? Something stupid?
Maybe.
No, maybe.
Ray! Raymond! Listen up real carefully, mister. We got a real problem.
Hey, Ray, guess who's not in the basement? Walter! He's back! He's back!
Yeah, communication is so bad. They're terrible at communication. And also, don't dig down that deep. It's just bad. God damn
In
it.
the basement, for sure, right?
I feel bad. Have you ever felt bad about a movie yet?
ever felt bad?
I feel like
Have you felt bad about a movie?
I
that
feel
you
like
picked?
I'm going to feel really bad about Big Trouble in Little China because I love this movie.
No, I think that won't be good.
No,
Isn't
that movie is
that
fucking
Kurt
genius.
Russell?
Yes.
Yeah,
There
I'm
was
into
so
that.
many good things to talk about in that movie.
I thought I was going to feel bad about picking 50 Shades of Grey, but then it went better than I thought.
Every movie you pick is amazing. Every single
Oh, yeah,
one.
y'all didn't want me to do Willy Wonka.
And that killed. That movie killed.
Y'all are the worst.
Good job, Casey.
Well, this is bad. I got to take my name off the show.
Just for one day.
Will goes to the movies?
Yeah, Will goes
Will
to the-
Liam
By
goes
the
to
way,
the movies.
so if we need some shit to talk about, here's one thing. So now, if I try to type, I will be there.
You talked about it on the last podcast.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a rerun.
Did I really talk
It was
about
at
that?
the end of the last
God,
podcast.
well, I don't fucking
I've
remember
never
that
seen
shit.
you bail out on one like this.
He hasn't.
This is the worst one, you think?
It's pretty bad because
No,
well, I just
think
can-
it's going to be hilarious.
I'm picking up body language from everybody else, and like I, you know,
you
I
get
mean,
this from me every time.
I do agree with that.
And I said I liked it fine.
No, but here's the thing: like, I just don't feel like it was very good.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a good movie. I mean, and it didn't fucking age that
I didn't
well.
hate it. I chuckled.
Normally, you benefit the doubt out of it, and you couldn't even do that on this one.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know.
Where's the Tylenol?
Are you okay?
Hallelujah!
We're almost done. Let's just knock it out.
Ray, you found it, right? Hell, before it blew, you found it, right? Hey, tell me you found it. You found it, right? Before everything went off, you had to have found it.
You got a lawsuit on your hands, mister.
Now
There's
that's
always
funny.
that guy.
So this is when the house blows up
Yeah.
with him in it.
Yeah,
My old singer, Tommy,
yeah,
from East of Eden when I was back in the day,
yeah.
he owns a business up in McAllister, Oklahoma.
Okay,
He is an auto mechanic, so he owns his own auto mechanic shop.
got it.
He was in there. He has several people that work for him there. And he was walking out of the bathroom, and he smelled propane.
Yeah.
Apparently, like, something happened. Propane was leaking in the shop, and he yelled, "Get out!" They all ran out. He was way back in the back trying to get out. The whole fucking thing blew up. The roof on the building blew off of the building.
Jesus.
Flipped upside down and was laying in the parking lot when it was done, because it was one of
Holy
those
fuck.
those manufactured kind of you know what I mean. It's like aluminum building, big. Anyway, so he was burned like on 60% of his body.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was not in good shape for a long time. And of
Right.
course, once you get burned, you're very susceptible to other stuff.
Yeah.
So he's always having to deal with that. But can you imagine?
Holy shit. Can he still sing?
He actually, yeah, it burned the inside of his throat. So he couldn't sing for a long time, but he worked on it. Now he's singing in a cover band.
Does he still own the place?
Yeah, he actually had it rebuilt and is there again now. He's doing fine. He's doing
It's
good.
a triumphant story.
I'm telling you, officer, there's a body buried in that house.
The old man, Mr. Sesnick, right?
Yeah, the old guy who's sitting here is buried in that house, Sherlock.
Watch it.
Hey, where was he anyway?
Mr. Sesnick was at the hospital until 8 o'clock this evening. Seems that Monday night he had some heart palpitations, so he called his daughter and his son-in-law, and they took him to the hospital.
Well, what about the wig? What about the wig? They found a wig in this house. His wig.
Popex were picking up his mail for him. Seems that the doctor somehow got that wig mixed up with the newspapers and the letters.
Doctor? You don't believe that this guy's a real doctor,
Does
do
not
you?
like
Come
surprises.
on.
Yes, I do believe he's a doctor. In fact, he's a very well-respected pathologist, my friend. And I'd say that you are damn lucky that you didn't kill him in that blast.
Fucking great point on the mail slot, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, I never would have thought of
pretty
that.
much blows the whole goddamn movie. I'm just so
Fucking
sad.
Walter.
I'm so sad
I
right
must
now.
Walter was in on it.
I must have been on Facebook when they said that because I don't remember that at all.
I'm just so
You had already
sad.
checked out.
Yeah, I'm
I
out.
hate it. I hate that
Oh, Jared, it's
I picked
okay.
a sucky movie.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know. I just feel like I can't even bounce back from this one.
Is there no other sucky movies? There has to have been a bunch.
Wait. Is this the last show?
We had to watch. We
Oh
made
my
it
God,
through.
this is it.
We made it through serendipity.
I gotta fucking end it at 71.
But we just got the video fucking worked out.
Yeah, well, we don't have it worked out. Nothing in here works anymore. It's all just going to shit.
Are you breaking up with us?
People fucking switched all my cables around.
Oh, man.
Fucking out.
Yeah, well, guess what? You switched my cable around when you made eye contact with that guy at Walmart and came home with DirecTV. So fuck you.
Oh, that is definitely true. We'll get the fuck
I had
out
my
of
channels
this.
all figured out.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Hey, I got new cable. We have the Sunday ticket. The worst ever.
Oh, y'all got rid of AT&T and now you have DirecTV? Or
Yeah,
that was
and
a
you
while
can't
ago.
and you can't get AT&T back because there's no.
I passed up the guy at Walmart. He made eye contact and they got
No
him.
take-backsies.
Yeah, this is the fucking worst.
We have DirecTV. What's wrong with DirecTV?
It's just terrible.
just
Their
not
on
good.
demand is so bad.
Dish Network is awesome.
Ugh.
Jaret just didn't use my technique that I use, where they go, "Excuse me, what cable service do you have?" And I'll go, "I don't know." They're like, what do you mean you don't know? I'm not sure. What is the, is there an emblem? What does it look like? It might be you guys. I'm not sure. And they just want you to go the fuck away.
Casey, I literally think you're the most amazing person in the whole world. That is amazing.
I agree with Will.
Get off that case already! They didn't do anything to us! They didn't do anything to us! Alright, so they're different, so they keep to themselves! Can you blame them? They live next door to people who break into their house and burn it down while they're gone for the day! Remember what you were saying about people in the burbs, Art? People like Skip? People who mow their lawn for the 800th time and then snap? Well, that's us! It's not them! That's us! We're the ones who are vaulting over the fences and peeking in through people's windows. We're the ones who are throwing garbage in the street and lighting fires. We're the ones who are acting suspicious and paranoid. We're the lunatics! Us! It's not them! It's us.
So please tell me you laughed at this next part. Because I laughed out loud, like loud and for a long time when no one would put him in the ambulance.
And he picked
Oh yeah, we laughed at that.
We were like
himself
laughing, but and then Carrie Fisher just going, I guess I'll just follow the ambulance and just meet you there, and he just goes, okay.
She's not even sure if his face is like permanently disfigured, and she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So
She's
this
just like,
scene, totally ad-lib.
Yes,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally. That was
the good part.
genius.
The
too.
good part is ad-lib.
Right, exactly.
Dr. Klopek, when I get out of prison, I'm going to help you rebuild your house. I'll even do some of the work myself. I have the tools. You know, Carol's father just gave me a brand new set of tools.
Come now, Mr. Peterson. You were in my basement. Surely you looked in the furnace.
I saw your furnace, Doctor, but I figured man's furnace is his own business.
You saw one of my skulls, didn't you? Oh, yes. I know you did. It belonged to a neighbor of yours. The name was Knapp. We took the house from them.
My mind is fucking blown!
Oh my! I did not
Oh
see it
my
coming.
God.
What a twist! It was like M. Night Shyamalan.
I knew this was going to happen from the very beginning.
But when they were down there, were you wondering why they didn't look in the furnace?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
The whole time, I'm like, open the door and see what's in there.
Oh yeah, it's a furnace. It's just a normal furnace. It's okay.
At the very beginning, I was like, they didn't kill this guy, but they killed the Naps. I don't know why. It just was so obvious. I don't know why, but I
didn't
totally.
know that.
You know what? I think I
knew
know why.
that. I knew that the thing that they were freaking out about was not going to be the problem, but I knew that they were going to be killers anyway.
Can I be honest?
Jaret, I tell you why he knew that.
Why?
He saw it.
I have never seen it.
He lies.
I'm not a liar.
Okay, I'll be honest though. The Naps were assholes. Did you see their house and their yard? Like,
yeah, they didn't take
fuck
care of
them.
shit. They needed to repaint. Should have fucking had Corey Feldman come over there and repaint that fucking
Yeah,
house.
we get like $50 fines in the mail for having a basketball hoop near
Yeah.
the road, and their house is like fucking falling over. There's no
and
way it's up to code.
You can't walk on the porch without falling
You guys
through.
get $50 fines for having the basketball thing too close to it or something?
Oh, no, I just ignore it.
We have a system.
Yeah, I've got it figured out.
You just don't pay it?
Yeah, and I my kids don't even play with the basketball goal. It is literally out there for the neighbors.
Yeah, it's for the carts.
Yes, the kids across the street.
And so all the kids
play on it all the time,
all the
and
kids
we're
around
happy they
here
do.
play on the basketball goal. I'm not moving it. They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, those kids could be out doing
Really
crack
give a shit.
cocaine.
Exactly.
They're playing basketball and doing
Right.
crack cocaine.
All right. So
While they're playing basketball,
so-
they're so lively.
So back to the movie.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks. I really wanted him to get killed. I thought it would be a more interesting movie if they actually killed him.
Well, obviously,
Like if he died in the explosion.
No. If the doctor, if the end of the movie was they were driving away and then they killed Tom
It's
Hanks,
not really
or
in that
something.
And it was like Twilight Zone shit.
Yeah, like Twilight Zone. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
that would be good, but I knew that would never happen.
I got to be more careful in my movie choices. I'm gonna fucking.
You're just having a hard time, babe.
Man, don't take it.
It
so
is
hard.
St. Patrick's
You've
Day.
hated tons of my
Wait.
movies.
I have a question.
That is not true. I
Jared.
actually don't hate anything. That's the thing.
Well, at least we'll have a reference point.
Yeah, let's never do.
You don't wait. You don't hate like babies with AIDS?
Is that a movie?
Or that babies get AIDS? You don't hate that?
Yeah, thank you for rephrasing that.
Is that a movie?
I mean, yeah.
I fucking hate babies with AIDS.
Yeah,
Those
fucking-
assholes.
Get them out of here.
I don't. What are you asking me that if I hate babies that
you
get
said,
AIDS?
You said you don't hate anything.
I really don't. I don't really hate a lot of stuff.
Do you like people that cut people's heads off with chainsaws?
He didn't really know any of the circumstances.
Yeah, I'm going to be completely honest. I actually think I might like the guy that did it in Louisville because it's a fantastic story.
Well, you can find out. He could be living in our neighborhood.
Yeah,
They
and
never
I
caught
don't
him.
know them. I don't give two shits. I'm going to be honest. I just don't give a fuck. Like, do I want to hear the story on a podcast? Yes. And do I hope he gets caught? Sure. Do I hate him? Not really. No.
She was a mom.
Jaret, you're a gentle soul.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
He hates the act. He doesn't hate the person.
Oh, I don't know what his fucking shit. It just maybe
She
he
may
was
have deserved it. We
he
don't
was
know.
addicted to chainsaw.
We don't know what happened right before that.
couldn't
She could have
fucking
given
help.
him AIDS. We never found him.
Maybe she kicked him square in the nuts. You know,
That warrants a chainsaw to the head?
When is
No,
the
but
last
AIDS
time that
does.
happened to you?
AIDS totally does.
Maybe
Which one?
Maybe it just slipped out of his hands.
The AIDS kick. It's the AIDS kick to the nuts.
You might have let me kick you in the balls before.
I have.
Did you?
Yeah.
Or was that my dad?
No, I let you and your dad do that.
So let me ask this question. Okay.
Yeah.
What are your reactions to being kicked in the balls? Because it's always different for different people.
It's always the same for me, which is I can't breathe for about 20
It
minutes.
depends on which nut it hits, to be honest.
Different people react to it differently.
Yeah.
Some guys get like really mad and like rage out.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Like
Some guys
instantly?
just fall
Yes.
down. Yeah.
Yep.
Like they're not weakened by it.
No.
I can't. I'm incapacitated.
It's like they're spinach, man. They fucking pie.
Oh no, that is
Like
not.
an adrenaline thing?
You guys ever hear that Sawyer Brown song? Some guys don't mind getting kicked in the nuts.
Like I
but
can't even
some
remember.
guys do.
I don't remember the last time I got kicked in the nuts, but I think
Y'all
I get.
remember that song?
I think I get sick to my stomach.
Well, we have a 4-year-old that likes to punch people in the balls.
Yeah,
Yep.
it
That's
happened
true.
to me.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
them
But
away
it
from me.
really happened to Jaret. Jaret was on his knees in the middle of the daycare.
Yeah, so I went in to pick him up.
Well, he missed and hit me in the dick. That's why.
Yeah, but dick punches don't hurt.
He punched my 60-something-year-old Uncle Brad in the balls in a Rosa's tortilla.
He uppercutted me
No, he didn't uppercut. He's straight.
in the left nut.
Like he put
Is
it
that
up
the
into
good
your
one? 'Cause
body.
I'll know for future.
And I fell down to my knees in the daycare. Like I was just, and Jack was standing there.
The
and
children
Jack,
overtook
and
him.
Jack just
it was
goes,
land of the Lilliputians.
Jack's just looking at me like, Dad, did he get you in the nuts? And I go, yeah. I'm like, get his blanket. I can't open my right eye.
Get his blanket.
My right eye is closed. I can't open it. My left eye is just fluttering like a little fly
Get his
around.
blanket.
And I'm like,
Yeah, you can't forget that.
I'm trying not to cough. You know, I gotta do that. Okay, just okay. And yeah, it was bad. It's
I don't
fucking
know why
sad.
he's a dick puncher. I have no idea.
He's getting better about the dick.
Now he's a
I
butt puncher.
I kind of, I kind of like that he is because he
is he going to be like a strong masculine man, or is he gonna
that's what I'm saying. He's going to be no one's going to fuck with him because he's already felt what it feels like.
Because he doesn't punch girls in the vagina, so he must just found like the male weakness.
I mean, what I'm saying is he's going. I've punched before. I'm not afraid to throw the punch. So if it comes at me, bro, come at me, bro. I'm not scared to throw down. I like that. I like that he has that now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But like he does it for no reason. He's like, "Hey, can I buy you a burrito?" And he's like, "Bam!" Like,
yeah. It's easier, I think, to tamp that part
Uncle
down.
Brad.
It's easier to tamp that down than to like force a kid that's never punched someone before to defend yourself. You know what I mean?
I guess.
I don't know. I'm just trying to look at the bright side. I think your kid's probably gonna be a serial killer.
Citizens arrest! I, Ray Peterson, am placing you under citizen's arrest for my attempted murder.
The man doesn't know what he's talking about.
Citizen's arrest.
Oh,
Citizen's arrest. Don't start with me, Carol. The man confessed they murdered the Naps.
He's demented.
Hey, Sherlock, get the cloak next to tell you where they buried the stiffs, okay?
You don't have a stiff. You don't have any evidence at all.
You do now.
We should have pointed out that actor, that dude, like that's playing the cop that just like is oblivious and not arresting anybody, just reading everybody charges and shit
I
as
think
he's
that might
walking
be
around.
I think he might have wrote the movie.
Is that him?
Oh, it probably is.
I think it might be
because he's the famous guy.
Okay.
Look, this whole thing was silly. You could tell. I mean, you could almost tell the entire movie was ad-libbed. It was kind of like, okay, here's the script. It doesn't really work, but just kind of get it. And I think it was just like that whole scene was completely ad-libbed. There was no way that was scripted.
Right.
It was a mess. It was silliness.
Yeah, totally.
It was like, oh, we got to tie this together. All right, we're going to find someone in the trunk. So you guys just kind of go crazy and we'll find it in the trunk. And then it's like,
So 71. 71 is the number.
That's how many movies it takes.
Wait, how
to
many
find
skulls
a
were in
movie.
his car?
Yeah, that was a lot of skulls.
7.
And why are they carrying it around in this fucking trunk?
They had gone
What
to...
are they burying? What are they putting in the furnace?
And why do they call the cops?
They went to the university.
Yeah, why were they letting the cops follow? Yeah, why'd they go get the cops
Hey,
and bring them back when you have...
Do you guys
to my house where they're investigating
Do you guys
my house?
want to know actually the most important thing that happened in this thing that I wasn't even going to bring up, but now I'm going to fucking do it? When they pulled up for the first time, they had fucking Marmaduke in the back seat, and then they went and got the cops, and when they came back, the fucking dog isn't there.
Oh, that's right.
What did they do with the fucking dog?
They probably just,
They took it to the pound.
God damn Marmaduke.
Remember, what's his face just let his dog run around while he smoked cigars? They probably let his dog run around while they went to get the police to go investigate their house with all the dead bodies.
They didn't know it was going to burn up. Someone was in there, which would give the police probable cause to search the house.
Yeah.
They might find the bodies that are in the furnace that they said were in there, but I don't know why they're in there if they're all in the fucking trunk.
I want to apologize to my audience. This movie was fucking terrible. And
I've never
I'm
seen you so defeated. I really haven't.
Sorry that I made you guys watch this. I'm not joking.
Lucy didn't watch it.
I feel terrible about this. Rich, I'm sorry you even had to fucking do prep for this. Will, I'm sure you had better things to do. Casey, I'm sorry that our night together last night was watching this film. To everybody in the cast, I'm sorry that you were even a fucking part of this. To the creators of the movie, go fuck yourselves.
And may God have mercy on your souls.
To the people that created the music, apparently dogs love your shit because my fucking dog loved it.
Yeah, and I had to play it all the time, so she'll chill the fuck out.
Man, we fucking finally did it. It took 71 fucking licks of a Tootsie Roll Pop to get here to this point, And a lot of people are just like, well, Jaret, you hate movies. No, I don't. I fucking don't hate on anything. I fucking love everything. This one was bad, and I feel terrible about it. I've got a lot of shit to say about this. I'm going to start here. I just remember this movie being funny, and I think and I'm going to go with two things. I think it's Tom Hanks with the beer cans when he's frustrated in the backyard and he wads them up and he fucking throws them down. I thought that shit was hilarious. I Want to Kill Everyone, Satan is Good, Satan is Our Pal, I thought was fucking funny. I thought that Corey Feldman inviting his friends over and having the pizza dude come, I thought was great. I think it's ironic that he later ends up being a fucking Ninja Turtle and also loves pizza. Hilarious.
Corey Feldman was a Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, he's a Ninja Turtle voice.
I did not know that.
But I have an apology to make to my audience. I think this movie was terrible. I don't think my cast liked this movie. I have a lot more to say. I think it's sad that we have to remember Carrie Fisher in this light. You know, like we're all celebrating her life with this terrible fucking motion picture. Bruce Dern, you know, thanks for trying to carry it, man. We appreciate it. Malachi from the fucking Children of the Corn movie. Literally the scariest character in all motion pictures.
Well,
I'm not joking.
I watched that. I never thought it was scary.
He wasn't Malachi. The other guy was Malachi, the little weird-looking guy.
Can I say this, Rich? It's funny because this is how you know me and Jaret don't talk about movies even whenever we watch them. Because I didn't even know he didn't like this movie last night.
I don't say anything.
I had no clue. I was like, that's all right.
Good. I'd be mad.
I don't know. I just feel bad. I feel bad that I put my audience through this, and I hope you guys can forgive me. I hope that you guys will listen next week when we talk about Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers is going to rock.
I have such a huge apology.
I can't believe you haven't seen that movie. That's crazy.
I have so much more to say.
By all me.
Are you Garth Brooksing?
Oh, no. Let me get in there. Tom Hanks. What an actor. What an actor. Combine him with Carrie Fisher. Put him in the movie. Bruce Dern comes in. And we got quite an ensemble coming up. And then they put that there fucking... Okay, I fucking lost my character.
You know what I'm going to do?
I was trying to think of the word toupee.
I'm going to make this a two-parter.
Guys, thank you guys so very much for listening to Jaret Goes to the Movies. In all seriousness, I freaking love you guys. And
you know what we
you know what? We fucking did our best. We watched a movie. It wasn't any good. I Want to Kill Everyone. Satan is Good. Satan is Our Pal. Was worth the fucking watch. You know what? You can find us on the web at JaretGoesToTheMovies.com. We are Jaret Movies on Twitter and Instagram. My name is spelled Jaret. And movies is spelled Movies. A lot of people get confused with that one. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, Pinterest, Patreon, Google Plus, and Tumblr by searching Jaret Goes to the Movies. And you can find me everywhere, Jaret2113. You can find Rich everywhere at Rich Coleman TX. You can find my lovely wife Casey at Casey Yant. And you can find Will with one L, Will Vark. And thank you guys so very much for listening, and we will see you down the road.